So tune in and set it off.
Keys Outdoors is proud to introduce KOTV on all Roku devices. What is KOTV? A new outdoor network that brings you all the best Midwest outdoor shows 24/7, 365 days a year. And it's all free. Just search your Roku for the KOTV channel, load it, and sit back and enjoy the top watched, most trusted outdoor fishing and hunting shows the upper Midwest has to offer. Not all my adventures can be turned into an episode of Keys Outdoors. This episode is all about our shoots that were intended to be a full episode, but only met us halfway. Every shoot, well, it's a piece of my musky puzzle that I can't ignore, and neither should you. Every time we get out on the water, we of course want a 5-fish day, but in my experience, that's not always reality. All trophies aren't measured in inches. Some, well, they're measured in blood, sweat, and tears. Keys Outdoors is brought to you by Great Clips, Kwik Trip, and the Boat Center. This first shoot would be yet another new body of water for Brian and I. A small lake in southern Wisconsin that can only be fished by trolling motor or manpower. A lake that has really good numbers in it and does spit out from time to time mid 40-inch fish.
Take a tube through there. Yeah. Mid-30s. Mike and I noticed all these little panfish coming up on the surface out here, so we've been circling around them. Coming up, the sun's going down, as you can see right there, they're all over, and we're actually finding quite a few fish underneath them here. So I just lost one back there, we had another one up. We're just going to do circles around here because they're here, so it's a matter of time before we get one in the boat. I mean, look at it. It's a feeding frenzy right now. Now we just got to capitalize on the fish here.
We've definitely found some fish, and what they're doing is they're eating these bluegills that have come up to the surface. Something's chasing them up, like Brian said. So we're just going to keep in this 13-foot water column here and just keep circling because we know the fish are in here. Hopefully we can trigger one, trick one to eat here. I'm going to be throwing a Llungen 22 long to about the same size of these crappies, and hopefully trick a muskie into thinking it's a crappie and taking a picture with them.
Monster, but it's our first fish, and it's on the hook for it. Yeah, that's it. Come on. There. Put on there. Stop the camera. Yeah.
All right, man, we're on the board. It's a nice fish.
Ready? Are we ready? Where? There we go. Start. I smell musky.
Right
On the
on.
board, nice pretty fish. Beautiful. Beautiful markings. Nice healthy male. Let's get her back in the water and get a bigger one, but what beautiful markings. Just a beautiful fish. Whew. Little slime time. Start her off here.
Right here, bud. Boom.
Been working hard on this little lake. Moving a lot of fish. But that's the first one to bite. You know, we're getting in the evening here now, so I'm thinking we're going to get a couple more. They're starting to move up, so it's that time of night. So let's see if we can get another one, Mike.
Welcome to Great Clips. Thanks for using the Great Clips online check-in app. You'll notice things are a little different in our salons. That's because we care about your safety and comfort whenever you visit Great Clips. From after the last customer's visit to the second you walk through the door and throughout your visit. We have increased safety measures in our salons to help make you feel as safe and comfortable as possible whenever you need your next haircut. Because we want you to get back to that fresh hair feeling after a quality haircut from our expert stylists.
So tune in and set it off.
Keys Outdoors is proud to introduce KOTV on all Roku devices. What is KOTV? A new outdoor network that brings you all the best Midwest outdoor shows 24/7, 365 days a year. And it's all free. Just search your Roku for the KOTV channel, load it, and sit back and enjoy the top watched, most trusted outdoor fishing and hunting shows the upper Midwest has to offer. I've been known to just take off, not knowing where or for how long. There is nothing for sure in my life, except once I get there, I know I'm going to be able to fish it.
Oh, there, got a nice one, dude. Nice fish. Real nice fish, buddy.
I was shooting the breeze with a fellow fan when he tells me I'm a Kwik Trip store leader. And I'm like, I love Kwik Trip. I know Jim, who first told me Kwik Trip has the freshest fuel. And Mary, who's like, fresh Karuba coming up. And Greg, who reminded me that you have no fee ATMs in bathrooms that are always clean. And Linda, who rang up my milk and eggs and sent me off with a see you next time. And the Kwik Trip store leader is like, here's my card, in case you're ever looking. You never know.
Kwik Trip, we got you covered.
Not giant, but
Nice fish, Brian.
another fish.
Another fish, nice one.
You guys know how to fight here.
What is it? Yeah. Oh!
Wow. I was just going to hit the trolling motor off too. Oh well. Nice fighting.
All right, man. Fish number 2. Right on.
Not a big girl, another muskie. You're having fun out here.
Oh,
It's a good time, good time. I brought it up and I turned her and she went that wrong direction and it was not good. But they're on the trigger. New Musky Mayhem bucktail. 7-9. They're loving it. Just got to find the big girl, but it's fun. We're having a good time.
Lots of fish. Oh, the bugs are gonna be bad. Oh, got a hole.
Nice one.
No, small but full footage. We've had a ton of action, all on blades. We moved some fish on some rubber, but actually getting them to bite has all been on blades. We're staying in that 10-12 feet water, and we noticed that there was tons of bluegills that were surfacing and popping up. We knew that something was chasing them, pushing them to the surface, so we started circling on them, and lo and behold, we started moving fish, getting bites, and Brian caught one. So we're gonna finish that pattern out for the rest of the night, and then we're gonna kind of figure out what we're gonna do for tomorrow, if we're gonna come back here or we're gonna go try something else. We're not really sure yet. Here we go, day 2. New water for us, one fish in the boat and tons of action. Looking for a big fish though, as always. Fish?
Yep.
What is it? All right, fish number 2 on a shallow dog. Way to go, Brian. Way to start the day. Fish number 2, yep.
Fin clipper.
Stocked fish.
Another little guy, but it's fun action. Pretty fish.
Right on. On an
Shallow
unweighted dog.
Yep. Get her back in. Yeah.
Boom.
All right. So we had a nice morning here. We could use a little bit of wind, but just trying some deep weed edges here. So we got 8:30 in the morning now, 73-degree water temp, and we're just fishing this deep milfoil, about 12-13 feet of water. So it's pumping that shallow dog right off the side, and that little guy hit. We're trying for some bigger fish. We know they're here, but weeding through them. Still fun.
We just had another follow, one of the nicer fish that we've seen pushing that 40-inch, and I added on a new dog by Musky Innovations. This is pretty awesome. I mean, what these guys are doing right now on the technology of rubber, the paint jobs that we're doing, is unmatched. They're so much ahead of everybody in the industry, and it proves itself time and time again by catching fish. But again, we're working this deep basin, 13 feet. This is where we had a ton of action yesterday, last night. All the crappies were up on the surface and the muskies were just swimming underneath them and just picking them off. So we decided to come back here today, and we are in a major right now. We just had that fish up. So again, you know, looking and reading your graph is very important, and what I mean by that is that if the bait is high in the water column, you want a lure that's going to be in rides high in the water column. If the bait is lower, or you're not seeing bait, a lot of times these muskies will lay belly right tight to the bottom, so you need a lure that's going to get down there. Two ways that you can get it down there: you can use a heavy head on it to get it down, which makes it a little more nose heavy, or what you can do is just count it down. And that's what I've been doing, is just kind of letting it get down. I want to get to the bottom, and you know, we brought that fish up in 13 feet of water. We're going to just keep grinding here. That's all we do, and hopefully we'll get one to pay off here. Nevertheless, a new body of water that caught our attention. It's always super cool checking out new lakes, and there is no doubt that this lake, well, it does have big fish in it. We'll be back, that's for sure. This next clip is a body of water we all know, Green Bay. This time I'd bring my daughter Amy. It's been a long time since her and I fished together. With 3 young children and staying back to run the daily operations of Keys Outdoors, well, it's hard to get together these days. So when the opportunity presented itself, we were hoping that she'd get a shot at her first GB Muskie. Here's the man.
Let's go get him.
What are we doing?
We're gonna go and try to catch a 50-pounder.
There you go. Well, here we are on the bay. This is a big body of water, so they could be anywhere. So we're in that 8-foot, 7 to 8 foot range, and then we're gonna work out a little bit deeper. So we're doing the 7 to 8 foot, and then we'll move out to that 10 and see if they're out there. And that's really what it is it's, again, you hear us say all the time, pieces of the puzzle, and it's process of elimination. We'll find them. We are trolling Chad Chads by Llungen Lure. We're trolling some 22 shorts, and that's about it. Again, Brett said Fire Tiger in perch has been hot, which it always is out here. So we'll let the fish dictate to us what they want.
Oh, hey!
I am strong. Oh my God.
Staying down.
Okay.
It's a big fish.
Okay.
Oh, it's a big one.
Okay.
It's really big.
Am I going slow enough?
Yep, you're doing just fine.
Pressure on him. Keep the rod just real high now. That's a giant, but we'll take him. In the bag!
In the bag!
How do you do this by yourself?
Nice fish. All right, you ready, Amy? Slide right in there. Yeah. Beauty. Look at his snout on him.
Wow, look at that.
That is cool.
How cool is that? Thanks, Brett and Dad.
Right on. Okay.
All right, we're gonna get her back in the water. I'm gonna slide over on this side.
Isn't that weird? Come on.
Woo!
Wait. Slime time.
All right, way to
Yes.
go. Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
God, that thing was weird looking. I've never seen that. What a great trip. She did get her first GB muskie and her first trolling muskie. She also learned firsthand how to check lines, set lures, loosen drags, and she did ask a million questions. And that will only make her a better muskie angler down the road. Amy and I went out a couple weeks later to soak some suckers and didn't have any luck. And with the cost of suckers being what they are, there was no way I was going to let them go to waste. So I headed to a river that I know very well and planned on fishing for the day. I learned a very valuable lesson that day. Got him. Nice fish. That did not take long at all. We're hooked up. Now I gotta get him on the shore here. Three foot. We got 1 foot of water. Nice fish. Woohoo! Yeah! And she is unpinned. All right, my first muskie. Nice fish, nice healthy. Boy, she wanted that sucker, man. She ate on the raw meat. Way to go. Good call. Let's get this girl gone though. Right on, man. You gotta love it when a plan comes together. Yeah. Gone. Yeah. Made a good call coming over and fishing some river with some suckers. Ooh, yeah, baby. October 19th. It is cold, but that's the way that went down. Perfect, dude. Fish number 2.
Got him. That time I got him.
Fish number 2 on a sucker. That one wanted it really bad. Came up, smoked the sucker. I set the hook. It had no hooks in it, and I mean, I reefed on it, and that fish would not let go. Got it up to the boat, it finally let go, put that sucker back down, it turned around, came back, and smoked it again. It's unreal. When they want that meat, they want it. It's cool. So it's blowing, it's cold. It's slowing down in the snow right now, but before it was coming down pretty good. But these fish are hungry. 46-degree water temp. You gotta love it. Having fun, man. I got 2 more suckers left to go. That means 2 more fish. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe catch one on a lure. I had one come up and try to eat a bulldog in the figure 8. I think it was the same fish. So when you're finding a hungry fish, you definitely want to stay in that area, because if you miss them once, they'll come back again. Remember when I introduced this clip, I said that I learned a very valuable lesson? Well, here it is. Always check your gas and make sure your batteries are good. Lesson learned, knucklehead. You ain't gonna believe that. Well, I believe it. I am low on battery for my trolling motor, and I just ran out of gas on my big motor. So now I have to pull, because there's a set of rapids here, I have to pull the boat up these rapids so that I don't drain the rest of my battery, so I can get back, and I'm downriver. Like I said, not all muskie outings end up to be full episodes. Still, a tremendous amount of time and effort was put into these trips that fell just a little short, but yet very successful in their own right. Keys Outdoors Muskie Hunting Adventures has been brought to you by these awesome sponsors. For without them, none of this would be possible. Please check out their services, their gear, and their beer. And if you'd like to learn more about us, please visit our website at keysoutdoors.com.